What's up, guys? This is my Nintendo 64 top 10 games. And when I make these top 10 lists, I know that a lot of them seem a little goofy to put in a top 10 list, but to me, these are my favorite games that I remember playing, and I still like to go back and play just because I have so much nostalgia for them. And I know there's probably a lot of better games out there for the system at times, but these are just the ones that I remember playing, and I still am very fond of. So let's get started. First game is Cruisin' World. This is the first game I can remember playing on the Nintendo 64, and my friend, who's actually a girl, had Nintendo 64 before I did, and I remember going over there all the time and playing this game. This is the only game she had for it, but we had a lot of fun playing this. It's a good arcade game. Going back to it, I still have fun playing it just because it's like the nostalgia feeling I get when I play. But it's not a bad game, and it showed off what the Nintendo 64 could do really well at the time, and how well it could do a racing game. So I was pretty impressed with this game. I still like going back sometimes and playing some of the maps that I loved for it. All right, next we have Super Smash Bros. Not the best Smash Brothers game, but this is what got it started. I like Melee better than this, but still, the maps in this are so classic. I was a Kirby fan. I use Kirby all the time. I know that's a little cheeser, but I still like going back and playing this game if I have 3 friends to play. Anyway, that's the Super Smash Brothers. Next, 1080. This is one of the first games I played too for the Nintendo 64. This game, I think all I ever did was race in this game. I didn't really go for a lot of tricks or anything like that. It is challenging to pull off the maneuvers and stuff like that just because the landing can be a little goofy at times. But still, the racing and the graphics, I was blown away by this game. And again, I think that's why I have this in the list, just because I was really impressed when it first came out of this game. It's still fun to go back and play it, but it's not the one of the best snowboarding games out or anything like that. Now, I mentioned this in a lot of my lists. This game still, I play this all the time. This is my most played game on the Nintendo 64. Just the way you can master this game. The reversals feel so accurate when you're actually playing, and you get rewarded for the timing of the reversals and the punches and knowing what to do in certain situations. It's just great. So the WrestleMania 2000 and the WWF No Mercy for the 64 is just as good, but this is the game I played the most. This is an obvious one, Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is, in a lot of people's lists, noted as the best game of all time. I wouldn't go that far, but it is definitely an excellent game for the Nintendo 64. The music, the graphics, everything in this game, the puzzles, it's just, they do it right in every situation. But definitely not my favorite game of all time, but this is an excellent game. I love it for the 3DS, so I can play it on the go, and just every year I like going back and playing this game and beating it. It's a lot of fun. Now, this is the best Mario Kart, in my opinion, of all time. It's just great. They do it right. There's no stupid gimmicks with the blue shell or anything like that. Every level, in my opinion, is great. I still like going back and playing this game. It's still simple enough where people who are non-gamers can pick it up and play it and enjoy it, and I still have a great time playing this game. GoldenEye 007. This is the one first-person shooter that I think I played the most in the 90s. Golden Gun, Proximities, and Slappers Only, we played that a ton. The RC90, I think it's called, was my favorite gun in this game. It was an awesome multiplayer experience playing this game with your buddies. Everybody knew the maps like the back of their hand, so everyone was like peeking off each other's screen, but still, it's a fun game to go back and play still. I know there was a couple of remakes made, but that game is just so classic. This is no surprise too. This is Mario 64. I don't need to talk a lot about this, but when this first came out, I couldn't believe Mario was in a 3D world. It blew my mind. It was great. And this for the DS is very good. The controllers aren't quite as good because it doesn't have a joystick, but it's a fun game to play. Still, it holds up great. It's awesome. Now, I have an interesting story about Mario Tennis. We were at soccer camp when I was in high school, I believe, when this came out, and someone brought a 64 to soccer camp, and in between each session, we'd play this for hours, doubles, and we would just be more excited about playing this than actually playing the soccer at the tournament, because these battles were so heated, and it rewarded skill and all that stuff, and it wasn't too gimmicky like some of the current games are for this tennis games. But it's so much fun to go back and play this game. It's probably the best Mario Tennis game out there still. Alright, WinBack is my last game that I'm going to talk about. Now, this is a little goofy game to put on this list, but in my opinion, like when I first started playing this game when it came out, I was like, wow, there's a cover system. And the controls are a little clunky and wonky when you first start playing, but once you get how to control the camera in sequence with the cover system, it actually works out really well, and it's a really good third-person shooter. And I love playing this game and going back, and I was just actually playing this before I started this review of these games, and I was hooked right in. It holds up well, the graphics are good, and I really enjoy WinBack. So definitely check that game out if you never heard of it. I know it's not that popular of a game, but anyway guys, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later.